This dude, what a murderer. You murderer. Hello, it's ViDWHAL, and welcome back to Return of the Obra Dinn. In the last sequence, we kind of made a promise, or a statement rather, about continuing straight after the last part. And I did. And I just simply forgot to hit record on the game. Whoa, on OBS. And, you know, it would have ended up something like this. As exciting as it is to see my face, I don't think you guys really want to see that. So in the end, I thought, screw it, I'll come back later. And that's why I have a different shirt, and my face hair is a little bit longer. But we're back, and we're going to continue the journey of discovering more murder, and more devious ways of committing it. But I do need a little refresher, so before we go into the next sequence, this one here, I just need to recap this scene, which leads to that body on the deck.
You have been found guilty by self-confession.
I do remember this. It's just interesting to note who exactly is in this. Now, obviously, they're in that sketch, as we did. Well, we kind of knew. It was obvious that this is the sketch, drawing, sequence, scene. I should really wait for this guy to shut up. Okay, now we can talk freely. Just you and me. It's just interesting to note who's in the scene. Like I said, they're in the sketch. But now I think I could really use this to my advantage and really identify some key people. This guy is a bit of a discovery for me, and I have a feeling they're stewards. Steward 1, well, maybe steward 4 or 3. That just looks devious. Now, obviously, in the sequence before this one, or did that happen after? He shot who appeared to be a top guy, but so he is one of the big baddies in this whole play at sea. This is another officer, and I would assume his steward. So I think we can hopefully solve some people, or at least add some details. He was clubbed. Oh, I think that was in the Mutiny, so maybe we should go back there. After we see this murder. Now he's either, who's left out of the mates? Martin or John Davies? I thought I made Martin, the one with the beard. That should be, oh no, because he's not. Oh, no, he should be struck out. But I was then thinking John Davies. For the other mate, whoops. Now, if he is John Davies, then maybe, or who I believe will be his steward. Now, if John Davies is the 4th mate, then there should be a 4th mate steward, Davy James. So, oh, but we don't even know his fate. So he disappeared in the escape. Oh, so he is likely alive with Henry Evans. I should just probably fill out these details while I'm here in the moment. Otherwise, no, he was not axed. He's alive in Africa, in Morocco, hopefully. So hopefully he's Davy James. Hopefully, I might have to switch around those stewards and those mates. So who we thought was McMartin, Perriott? Martin Perriott. Now, his steward. I suppose I could have clicked on him in the sketch. Let's assume he is the 3rd mate steward. Yes!
Sweet!
Oh, good. The captain. Yeah. Excellent. All right, that's a few more. Short disclaimer. If you have watched through these playthroughs, you may have noticed a few of these, or a couple of these, may have been solved before. Like I think the captain might have been. I was forced to replay through this because I screwed up in one of my previous recordings. And so when I was resolving, some were done out of order. And so only were solved at this point, or marked as solved at this point. So end of disclaimer. And let's continue on with just the solutions. Now, this is the big baddie, being Nichols. So, this dude surely is just simply his steward. Nichols being the second mate obviously means this guy is the second mate. Samuel Galligan, Irish. It's not a commentary on the character of Irish people at all, because I think he fell in with just bad company. Or was just simply forced to do it because he was, you know, just a poor steward. I don't think he really could say no back in those days without copping a sword. Who else is there to be solved? Now, he's the gunner. We thought it was that dude, well, this dude here, but, you know, he obviously was carrying the weapons. I wonder if he maybe... There is Gunner's mate. Maybe he's just his understudy. Okay, yeah, still got a... Yeah, he got his face blown off, that's right. I'd like to know who did it. Because I think we know that guy. This guy. He's responsible for a few. Anywho. Yes, so we got the... This is John Davies, but we need to now... This dude, what a murderer. You murderer. Alright. We're going to make it our mission to identify this dude. Anyway, after we exit the scene and check out the murder, the rest of the murder. This is going to be interesting. Alrighty. Next sequence. Because Hoksang Lao was charged with the murder of Nunzio.
Who is there?
Sounds Italian.
Who is that? Is someone hurt? Signore Nichols. Is that you?
Senor!
What are you doing down here?
Hello, yes. Oh, fine here.
Nichols.
Just, sorting some things.
Watch your step. Here, let me help you.
What a dirty bastard. What a dirty bastard. Of low character. Of no character. Killing an innocent Italian. That's half my heritage. You know? I take that. Hey, I can't get past it. I take that with great disrespect. Nichols. Oh. Hoksang Lao, the dude that was just shot in the next sequence. So he was frickin' knocked out. Obviously he was alive when he got shot, so he's not dead here. The frickin' shell was on the boat. It's glowing, yeah. That's definitely what we're seeing off the side of the ship, out in the ocean. So yeah, there was something in the passenger. I always suspected there was something in that room. Especially when you had someone guarding it.
Nichols.
Well, I think... Yeah, we can easily solve... That's Nunzio, because he was named. The poor Italian. Oh yeah, Nunzio. And frickin' stabbed. May as well have been in the back. Knifed. That's what it's called in this game. By Nichols. The murderous bastard. And he's only in one memory. Is that what all Italians are good for? You know? The token deaths. Right. Alright. Anything else we can maybe see? Were there any other people? Oh. Exit. So literally, it was Nichols' word against frickin' Hoksang's, you know? What a dirty bastard. Alright, there's literally nothing else to see. But it's interesting to note, it is really interesting to note that this is on the ship. From the get-go, from the beginning, they were transporting that shell. It would be nice to know the backstory behind the shell, but all we know is that it was used as a magical chest to kill off. Yeah, to kill those mermen. That is a shell. It's definitely not anything else. Interesting. Interesting questions. I mean, were the Formosa people ultimately good? I mean, they were imprisoned. I feel like Nichols was trying to make a quick buck. And he tried to escape the ship, making his quick buck by thinking he's going to steal the chest. And maybe the shell must have obviously been magical, attracted Mermen. That's my... They brought it onto themselves. Anyway, I think you're right. You are definitely right. Yeah, we need to solve that dude that shot him. Wei Li. No. Is that a tattoo on his arm? I did not notice that before. Let's go check that out. Okay.
Boy! In there somewhere! Storm's coming!
Oh,
Your business and climb down here!
oh my gosh. Hang on. I totally forgot you were down there. Oh. Yeah, okay. It's just a bit of rain. And we are... Yes, we're obviously not near Eddie Shore. Okay. Time is of the essence. Although I don't believe this is really a timed scene. It could rain for a whole week if I left this game running. Anyway, where am I going? I'm looking for the dude that was shot up here. Oh, he is downstairs. That's right. The first scene in the murder. In the room that I only just noticed was open. Alright. This is just simply correlating some details to solve and confirm. This dude may not be a top man because we've seen that tattoo somewhere before. Shut up, game! Alright, yeah. So, we've seen that tattoo somewhere else. And it's in the bitter cold. So I have to go to the cowhead. Alrighty. It's interesting how these details, some of these details are starting to stick. I think it's downstairs, right? Gun deck, and this is the Orlop? Yeah, here we go. So, the sleeping dudes. No, that's right. Sorry. This one. That's right. I forgot I did that. No! Not this one. This one. Alright. Where all the people are sleeping. At the front. Or here. I don't know how this helps me solve it, but... Oh, that's right. Because of the numbers. Oh my gosh. My brain is so vacuous at times. Anyway, 37. Oh, and that's right, I can't select them here, so just go in the book. This dude, 37. Timothy Bootman from Scotland. Okay. Well, he's a top man though, so we're half right at least. Just, he's not Chinese. Alrighty. I think we're going to be skipping through a lot of these solutions relatively quickly, maybe from this point on. Poor Nunzio. His one and only cameo. Okay, fair enough. Gunner. Okay. I mean, I could feasibly, I suppose, start looking through the crew manifest and actually, because I know I've definitely missed some things here and there, so I could feasibly, you know, there's still that issue of identifying the dude that, well, first of all, that the captain killed and that killed a few others. And so where else did we see him? Oh, in the same way he blew off who I thought was the gunner's head. Who I'm hoping now is the gunner's helper. So let us go there. Here we go. Actually, let's start from the beginning, or the end, rather, and step backwards. Now, this was the scene that I thought were identified Henry Brennan.
Oh no, you're cut.
Don't.
Yeah.
Bear up, son. I'll
Yeah.
stay with you.
Listen to what he says.
Tell Pete's mother. I tried my best
Aye,
to pull him back, to save him.
you tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
Yeah. So that's what I just thought. He was obviously Brennan is in this scene, and I picked him because he looks like he's rushing down, maybe responding. But this dude also is responsible. Boy, for knocking this dude out. He wasn't the one responsible for blowing his head off, though. So who is good and who is bad? If he shot him, blood. The bosun. Alfred Cleastel was bleeding in there. Oh, that can't be. It's not his blood because he just got literally murdered at this point. So that's his blood, but that's not. I think I'm piecing the sequence together. Alfred Cleastel just had his arm ripped off, and the gunner was in that room. I can't remember who else was in that room. Was it Nichols? I think Nichols might have been in that room. Oh. See, he's listening to frickin' the second mate. Brennan. Are you Brennan? This might be a momentous occasion. Henry Brennan, a seaman from England. Oh, I guess we've got to solve some more. Henry Brennan, it was you. I'm now starting to work out. Well, you obviously killed him because he's dead there. So you are a murderer, and you did shoot Hock Sang, but maybe that was under instruction. And jeez, good questions to ask. So then I betcha, if he ain't Henry Brennan, he's a topman of some sort. So who's left? 3 Chinese, 2 Englishmen, and a Russian. He could be Russian. Beard, bald. It's kind of a Russian look, or it could be. I'm not Russian though. Maybe we should just start from the top. If he doesn't solve amongst the next ones, we know that, I guess, is wrong. Okay. Well, like I said, I was looking through the crew manifest, so maybe just a quick scan, I can maybe finalize some other details. Oh, yeah, like Hock Seng Lao was shot by unknown attacker, by frickin' Henry Brennan. Yes, that's what we've got to do, is solve all the Henry Brennan kills. I guess I've got to solve a third. Oh, Sam Galligan. Stroud. Sam Galligan. Well, okay, maybe that's not right. Damn. I do notice the difference in the font boldness. I wonder if it's an indication of whether that one's incorrect. I don't know. Paul Moss. Oh, yeah, he was the dude that got stabbed by the dude. So
You will not take that boat.
maybe we can skip him. Peter Milroy. See, we still got ones that are blank. Oh, so we don't even know what it looks like. So not even identified in a scene. Or maybe these are part of disappeared peoples. Yeah, we do not know what happened to the other 3 Chinese topmen. Or what their names are. But, you know, if it's simply a matter of picking them out, there's a couple here. Maybe this is the top man. We've got a couple here. Oh, he's been solved, I guess. That's why I can't select him. Oh, another one here. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the actual 3D scene. I do recall. But he may not be Zhizang. Oh. I cannot click him. Why is that? Does that mean that's now half solved? That's weird. Disappeared in the doom. If he disappeared, I bet you he just simply drowned. By the beast. That's weird. It's interesting that I cannot change. Let's select this one. That's interesting. Oh, I find that very curious that I cannot reselect the names and change that. Ah, okay. It's the reverse. Okay. But you know, there's every chance that could be them. What memories? He perished in Soldiers of the Sea. Oh, okay. So, he got his head clawed off. Well, that's pretty easy. Oh, so did the doctors, the surgeons, mate. All right. These are probably some easy solutions. Decapitated by beast. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Come on. Yes. All right. 3 more. It'd be interesting to know which ones. James Wallace. Hoxang, pretty obvious. Henry Brennan. I'm very, very satisfied by that one. Now, Henry Brennan, I think, was responsible for a few others, right? Cool. Oh, let's just go back to the list. All right. Samuel Peters. It's interesting that they're not solved. Maybe I've just simply got their names around the wrong way. Maybe Nathan Peters is Samuel. And it's very interesting. In that last sequence, the stabbed person, he said to tell Pete's mum that he tried to save him, I don't remember the words, but is he referring to Peters? Pete? Nathan Peters. Wait, did I? Nathan Peters is freaking him. Oh, gosh. Alrighty, finally get it right. Alright. Jeez. Now there's a few here that are going to be hard. That being said, I mean, there's still a lot of semen. Nicholas Botterill was clubbed, yeah. He wasn't solved, so maybe he is not him. You know, I think I prefer looking at the frickin' sketch if I can get there. It just feels more natural picking it that way. Maybe it's Lewis Walker. satisfaction. Lewis, who we called Brennan for so long. And he's Samuel. And obviously the other dude is Nathan. Alright. So what? That brings us halfway to the end. Not quite. Getting there. Who else we got? I'm on a roll. Solomon Syed. Why is he not solved yet? Oh my gosh. He frickin' had an illness. What about the other dude? Renfred. Yeah, he's solved. Lars Linde. By frickin' Nathan Peters. Not Samuel. Okay. Blaming him for the death of Samuel under the cargo, which is weak. Got a few Russians on this ship, though I haven't necessarily been able to pick them out. I mean, there have been a few accents, but... Oh, America. Carpenter's mate. Carpenter. Didn't we see like a carpenter in a sequence at some point? Wait. Just double checking this dude's stats. I'm just going to take a punt. I'm just going to get... He's dressed. You know what? He's dressed like a midshipman. Kind of like Charlie that was thrown up next to the cow getting slaughtered. So let's just pick someone. We might luck out. Oh, he's knifed. Peter Milroy. There. I'd like to see that scene with Alfred Kleestel with the ripped arm off, where he's dying. Because that's the very preceding sequence before this. Literally in that room. Alright, let's go to it. Alrighty. I want to explore this scene more. We know the gunner was in the scene. There. Oh, okay, it's one of the mates. See, yeah, this is what I want to try and solve. Well, there's more to explore. Yeah, that's his blood. Okay. Oh, and this is what frickin' opened the door to the murder sequence. The first mate, William Hoskett. Captain? That looks like the cap. Yeah, the captain was here. The dude that was knifed. Yeah, and he tended to his wound. Okay, so this really backs onto each chapter. Well, this chapter definitely backs onto the next one. Is there anything in between this? Nah. This is all there is to explore, so... I would really like to see Bargain. It's definitely got to be some really key information to be garnered from this chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. So does that mean we really have to try and solve as much as we can before we actually leave? Because I wonder if we left right now and went there, if we'd lose the game or whatever, you know? I'm not sure. Maybe I should just do it. They must have been in cahoots. He's obviously the bad dude. I think he's the bad dude. I almost don't know anymore. I mean, maybe no one's bad, and it's just simply an unfortunate situation. But yeah, you. If nowhere else. Definitely nowhere else. Yeah, let's see this one. Right, so in trying to link up these sequences, Right, so that's before, yep. He's trying to get himself to that room.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Oh, we haven't gone up here. The sounds of stabbing. Whew, nice. And this dude is... Wow. That's very interesting. They both are talking to Alfred Cleaston. And then they end up fighting. What is the link between those two? Like pure superstitions or something. What was that? That was a weird graphical effect there. Anyway. Oh. Anyway. Still not enough information. We need to go backwards. But still, I would like to know what happens in between these two scenes. Alfred's and here. There's something else. And I'm not sure how to get to it. Hang on. Oh, okay, yeah. Paul was the dude that got stabbed. There was the boat of the women. The doctor? It was a doctor, I think. Surgeon. And this dude that stabbed Paul. This is just really tacked onto... This is one singular sequence of events. Not separate chapters, separated by time, as I've kind of first thought. That was my first impression, that this game was different chapters happening over a voyage. And I guess it was, because you see the... Well, I guess it does, because on the map it shows them in different spots, but at least these sequences are right next to each other. Happening one after each other, rather. Well, I still want to know what happens here, but now I kind of want to revisit the sequence where Paul gets stabbed. Let's exit. Hey, I think we've gone from like 15 to almost 30 solves, so this is productive. If I click on this body, I bet you maybe there's all these areas I'm not noticing in these other scenes.
Yes!
Yeah! Actually, I want to hear his accent. Oh, okay, it's the one before where he says, "You will not take that boat." There they are, right before the other sequence. So you are, I think, definitely okay. You had a gun pointing. Yeah, you're Henry Brennan. I do believe we noticed you there before. So these guys, I think, are good. Generally, of good character. I think they tried. I think they tried hard. Ah, yeah, and there is the women. In fact, I might try and put some solves on these guys while I'm here. No. Oh. Okay, I forgot that he got solved. And that's awesome. That's a bit of confirmation that he's in Africa. And maybe all of these guys are in Africa. And women. Alive. It's good. It's good to know you guys survived. Let's put some names. Passenger, Emily. Good enough. I think she's in the boat. Oh, she's the one that fired the gun, but let's... Henry Evans, yep. And, well, whoever this one is, she had a great tale to tell. And also, people knew not to mess with her. Miss Jane Bird. Miss. She does not look young. It's not a young person's hairstyle, even though it is the 17th century, 18th, 19th. I think I'm gonna switch him. She kind of looks younger. I'm gonna make her Miss Jane. Okay, sweet. It's very helpful what it just does it, solves it right there and then. Don't have to think about it. And I think I could nail the other one. That did not mean what it meant. What it sounded like, at least. Oh, it's good that Lars Linde gets solved. Ah, I thought that was going to take us to halfway. Alrighty. This one, I think we can solve another one. Let's keep this streak running. Emily Jackson. She's alive. Most likely in Africa. Okay, alright. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm liking it. I want to kind of do more solves. Let's keep this one going for a bit longer. Oh, and now that we're here... Looky here. Oh, wow. Context. Now we've got some context. I would kind of still need more explanation as to how it got to this point. I mean, unless they were talking about things, you know, behind closed doors. Betcha Alfred Cleestill must have suggested, because he was a bit superstitious by the sounds. I think he's got it in these guys' heads about the superstition. They gotta, you know, well, still think they want to make a quick buck out of it as well, but they ultimately wanted to not be under the captain's command anymore. And I think this dude discovered the ruse. Old Petey, it is. Whoa, he's about to get knifed by who I'm now assuming is the gunner's mate, Olus Wieter. Olus is Polish. I don't think I've heard any scene where he is talked. Could you be a Polish man? It's really hard to say. What's your thoughts, eh? I wonder what he's thinking. He's only just gotten up. Okay. Still means that he was probably in discussions about the mutiny with this dude. So if I see the previous one with Paul getting stabbed, we're going to see more. More Paul, please. Paul.
Last one. Move quick.
You will not take the last boat. That sounded like an accent.
Oh, yeah, and he's one of the card players. He's got a thick, bushy beard, too. I mean, like I said, we do have some Russians on the ship. Alexei Toporov. Alakas Nikishin. Leonid Volkov. Topman. You know what? Was this the dude? I've seen a dude like him with a beard climbing up the masts. I bet you it's him. Shot with a gun. When did he get shot? Of course. I think we can name this. I think who we believe is Emily Jackson, right? Topman. It could be him. It actually could be him. In the sequence where the lightning is striking. But, before we get too distracted, yes. Yep, they were aware things were going down. Yep. A little bit late, boys. But I want to see what's down here. Yeah, okay. Okay. This is the context we needed. Far out, so much information I missed. Now, having some discussions, are we? What are we having to chat about? He's obviously dead, or he's still carking it, but yeah. I think they were sold on the idea of mutiny at this point. Yep. Wow, and I'm still only halfway. frickin' halfway. Man. Let's see if I can nail a few more. Because, I kind of want to get this done. Edward Nichols. Oh, yes, we know he was shot by frickin' the other Formosa bodyguard. And if Hoksang was the bald dude that got shot in murder, it has to be, yeah, so it has to be Chio Tan. Oh, no, what a nice guess. Yes. Yes. Now we're halfway. Alrighty. Alrighty. It's still a long way to go. And we still have chapter 8, isn't it? Maybe I should No, I think I still have to solve as much as I can before I leave the ship. I really do. I feel like it'll, A, it's a disservice to the game for one. And B, there's got to be a consequence for leaving the ship without getting the solves. Are we still yet to solve this dude? Oh, he's not actually depicted as dead anyway yet. Interesting. John Davies, he was clubbed. By frickin' Henry Brennan. Bloody hell. Maybe he's not John Davies. Maybe I have to switch their names. Maybe John Davies belongs to this dude. And Martin is, what, this guy? Yeah. I think that's right. I think it's right. It does look like one of those mates may have survived, potentially. Charles Minor. Be nice to find the bosun's mate. Is the bosun maybe, is he standing behind the bosun? In the sketch, maybe. Bosun was whereabouts? Here. He solved though, so I can't select him. Alfred Cleestill. Is it possible he's just standing nearby? He was speared. If he was speared, but it would have to be by a beast. I think this was the dude. Yeah, they got his head pretty much clawed into the ground. Fun. The carpenter. Didn't we see a carpenter somewhere in one of the previous sequences, potentially? Let's see. Let's have a look. It makes sense that the carpenter would have been down lower, right? I wonder if that's got anything to do with chapter 8. That locked door. Oh, I'm so tempted to just leave the ship. Maybe in here. Oh, that does look like a carpenter's room. Of course, we have seen this. And maybe I could see some action happening. Maybe if I click on any one of these near events. Why not? I mean, we have missed so much other... Yeah, here we go. We have missed so much other detail. And it seems we missed some more. But I do recall, I guess through one of my walkthroughs and trying to solve things off screen a bit, and gain understanding and context and all that sort of stuff, I do recall seeing that. So, I think we can use this to our advantage. I mean, I'd love to say that this dude could be the main carpenter, but I just think it just was not the era of equal opportunity, unfortunately. He is not the bosun's mate. He is a carpenter's mate. He is a mate of some sort. A good mate. That was speared by a terrible beast, unfortunately. They are both Americans. And that's very helpful. African American. Now, the other guy, I would assume, just because he has a saw in his hand, no other reason, that he must be a carpenter. And Winston Smiths at that. Do we know if he perished? He did perish. Hey, we might be able to solve him. Oh, he was spiked. Alright. Okie dokie. I don't know why I did not select that before though. Yep. Spiked. Not speared. Definitely spiked. I think I need to solve another one. Man. I made... What else has been missed here? No cows. Could be a pile of crap. Oh. What? What? Are you looking to sketch some death, Mr. Spratt? Yes. I bet he was. He probably wasn't even aware. He probably heard the news. He was like, I'm going to sketch this awesome merman, and then all hell broke loose, unfortunately. Now, some random guys. I think we just got to start assuming some of these guys are seamen of some sort. Maybe. Could be from Wales. Does he look Indian? I mean, that's kind of the thing with the graphics, is it's hard to tell, just because of the the nature of the style. So he could be potentially an Indian man. For a second I thought it was an admiral. Frickin' Admiral Akbar. Okay. Who is this dude? He kind of looks semi-well dressed. Is he, like a midshipman potentially? There's only one left, or maybe he could be Peter Milroy. Oh. Okay, disappeared in the Doom. Potentially one of the guys in the boat? Is this where... Oh, jeepers. Yeah, there's still a lot to solve in the Doom. I mean, who's this? We've seen this dude a lot. He's just shown up. He stabbed the Kraken arm in one sequence, and he just has been there in lots of other ones. So I have a feeling he's just some... I mean, he could also be a Russian. Maybe, but likely a seaman. Maybe an Englishman. Oh, what's his fate? You know what, for now, if they disappeared in that sequence in the Doom, no one's living through a Kraken attack. So I think they're all drowned, and they're all deaded. So it's safe for me, I think, to just simply say they're all dead by the Kraken. And, you know, if we get some of these names right, and the fate is correct, maybe we'll just tick these off, like, with some luck. Do we actually see him in that sequence? Ugh. Okay, maybe he's not Z, maybe he's Li Hong or Wei Li. Let's try that. Finley? Let's just say he drowned as well, if he disappeared. Oh, sweet. Cool. Oh, alright, who are the two others? Oh, good. Oh, what an absolute punt. I guess it's just something said Indian, you know? I'm really proud of that. I'm proud that I deciphered those graphics. Alrighty. Okay, I think I gotta wrap this up now. I am gonna wrap this up, and I'll just carry on in the next video. Hey, that's the biggest jump in progress, definitely. I can be proud of this one. I can be proud of this playthrough. Well, just this episode at least. Okay. Thanks for watching. And I'm not going to say that I'm going to start the next episode straight away. I'm just going to say, catch me in the next one, whenever it arrives. And I know I've definitely been sporadic. I know I've had long breaks. But such is life, you know? when you have a family and you have, you know, dates on the calendar that you can't avoid, it takes away your time from the really fun things you like to do. And so the next time you see me will be when I'm having more fun, try to solve things with my iffy brain, because taking 8 parts to crack half the solves, kind of pathetic. But anyway, if you like what you saw, see me in the next one. Catch you guys.